Hello, everybody, and welcome to this month's Dreaming Temple. Let me know in the chat if you can hear me okay, if everything is looking and sounding all right. I have a bit of a new setup. You'll see we're next to a window now, and there may be some sounds coming in through the window. We'll see how we do with noise cancellation before we begin. I'm just kind of giving you a heads up in case you hear cute doggies barking or motorcycles, lots of motorcycles. Hey Taz, hey Ozone Mama, and hello Lisa. Thank you for joining. We'll give everybody just a few more moments to pop in and I'll chat with you guys for a moment. These are never really going to be exactly the same, which makes it more fun for me. Hello, D-Love. Love back to you. So today we may do things slightly differently. We'll still be using tuning forks. I would love to hear feedback in the comments or chat. If you're watching now live or if you're watching in the future, like this is for you, you're here, stay here. I'm projecting you into the hologram for today's session and you will be seen and you will be participating. So yeah, I would love to know how you guys feel about exploring. There's such a huge world for us to explore when we're looking at learning how to take care of ourselves and cultivating deep awareness to empower ourselves in the world through our own unique magic. There's so many avenues that we can explore together. I love a reason to deep dive more into this practice in this world of sound therapy and healing and energy work, meditation, and personal self-exploration. All things that ultimately cultivate a deeper sense of awareness and help us to get into our bodies in a very real way so that we can experience the deliciousness of life and all of its colors. So anything that aligns with that. So if you guys are really into, say, the Brahman chakra system and you want to learn more about the chakras, then leave me a comment about that so that I can think about how we want to explore that moving forward. If you're really interested in breath work and guided meditation, which is something we will be doing a bit today in just a few moments. Hey, Loki. If you're really into voice and learning how to use your voice for healing and just like embodiment and self-empowerment, that's another passion as well. And I would love to explore that with you. So drop it in the comments if that is something that's really clicking for you. We all have come here together in this moment for our own reasons. Much love, Kike. Renee, my friend. We've all come here for different reasons to the same place. And we don't have to stick to some confined, rigid structure for these. This is a communication. This is the communication with divinity. This is a communication between myself and our community working together. And this really is meant to be something beautiful that we can explore together and see where it takes us. It's about openness and curiosity and exploration. More than it is about like staunchness. So I would love to hear from you. Please let me know your thoughts on today's session, what you loved and what you would like to see more of moving forward. I want to briefly talk about what it means, what it could mean, and maybe what it means for us to be here now. So we are here because we are there's a lot of reasons, but ultimately one of the things that brings us together today is that we are magicians. We are witches and we are magicians. We understand that we are experiencing a different world from other people, right? We're not experiencing the same world that, when we leave the house and we go to the grocery store and we're looking down the aisles, we can see the ways in which we may be operating from a different reality tunnel. And it's drawn us all here into these various spaces so that we can support one another and inspire each other to create. Okay, this is really important. Part of our mission, for those of us who are creators, creating in a public sphere where it's being observed and witnessed, for those of us who are creators, we are here not for our ego, but we are here to be in service and we are here to inspire. So whatever shape that might take on for you personally, just open yourself up to being inspired, to experiencing the day-to-day in a different way. Don't be afraid of what might come up. Just be really open and curious about it. You don't have to make judgments. We're not here to judge anything. There's no good and there's no bad. We're humans having these experiences together. Thank the goddess that we are here together, right? Like so many of us, I know, feel very grateful for this community and to have each other and all of the support. So we see reality. We see that it's magical. We understand that. And we all have varying degrees of depths of knowledge about different aspects of these things, right? So it's kind of our duty and responsibility to take care of these aspects of ourselves and to cultivate them, to come into greater alignment with ourselves, right? Really, when we're stepping into our foundational security and alignment. We're inspired. We're focused, right? And it can be a subconscious focus, but when we take these times, these moments, this moment and the month that we have together, where we can really allow ourselves to receive care, something that we might not be receiving otherwise. And we can do that here together so that when we are stepping into our future after today, when we wake up in the morning and we're like, that was great, I feel so relaxed, and we're stepping into our future, we don't want to step back into the same future that was our past. We want to step into another experience of ourselves and be open to that, to experiencing new and different things, to observing, to not fear the mirror. And I just think that's super important. So thanks for letting me kind of blab on that for a bit. Hey, Teddy, how's it going? Hail Hecate. And yeah, Loki, I know what you mean. So yeah, drop me a comment. Tell me what you love, what you want to see more of, things that are interesting you. And if it aligns with something that that I'm capable of teaching or showing you in some way, then I will definitely do that. And I also have a call with Ryan 7 coming up on Wednesday, and we're going to be exploring actually a bit about body work and energy work and working with the different channels in the body and the meridians. And so that'll be pretty interesting. Ryan has some experience as well as a student of energy work. And so it's fun talking to him because we can explore that a bit. So that will be Wednesday. That will be a live stream. And it will be the first chat that I'm doing on this channel with, well, Tenny and I had a chat, but this will be a specific series for ushering Renaissance. Okay, so I also see these gatherings that we have each month as a part of that. Like, we live in a construct that is very restrictive and wants us to follow specific guidelines at all times. Where these guidelines came from, most of us have no clue. I don't know if anyone knows for sure, but somehow we have all been bamboozled to live under them. And I know that each of us here understands that that's not reality, that it's a manipulation. And so when we come together to care for ourselves very lovingly and each other, then it's kind of like flipping the bird to those guidelines and taking your power back. I want us to take our power back. I want us to feel strong, and I want us to feel ready. I want us to feel ready. So, enough yapping. Thank you for being here with me today, and let's get relaxed. So, how do we want to begin today? Let's take a couple deep breaths. And I really want to, like we did last week, I'm just going to bring us into our seat. You know what I mean? So you guys are amazing. And I know that you pretty much know protocol by now. You want to make sure that your shoes are off. If you're wearing shoes, just kick them off your little footsies and get them connected to the ground. If you're laying down, that's fine too, but shoes off. If you're seated, find a nice comfortable posture. I like to kind of sit back in my chair a bit. I have a pillow for a bolster. Got my feet on the ground. If your legs are crossed, and uncross them. Put your feet on the ground. Distracted by chat, sorry. Yes, D-Love. Okay, so if you're in a safe place where you can close your eyes, then go ahead and close them. If you are not, then leave them open. And take a nice deep breath. And with that first breath, I want you to just ask, how am I feeling now? Do you feel wired, tired, restless, calm? Whatever it is, just take note of it without judgment, just awareness check in, okay? And we're going to do a couple breaths just to get ourselves into the state of relaxation. And they can be in the nose, out the nose, or in the nose, out the mouth, whatever you like. Okay, so go ahead and take a nice inhale, filling your belly with air as you do. And exhaling. Notice if anything presents for you, like tension, static, tingling. These are all normal feelings. Yawning is super normal. Wanting to make noise, wanting to move, wanting to shimmy or shake your body around, totally normal. Go ahead and take another inhale. Exhale. Good. Check in to where you might be feeling any tension. Feel free to explore. Go ahead and take another breath on your own. Go ahead and inhale. Maybe you want to stretch. Roll your shoulders. Feels good. Maybe you feel like you just want to like shake your hands off or rub them together. Notice what kind of a difference that makes. Ooh, good. So we've kind of washed the residue of our moments before joining together. And we're settling down into deeper and deeper relaxation, deeper and deeper awareness, deeper and deeper love. I'm going to go ahead and activate a 222 hertz fork. We're just going to sit with it for a moment. Maybe you will hear it, maybe you will not. But what I want you to do, because it will be affecting you regardless, it will be reaching you regardless of if you hear it. So I want you to just tune into what you notice in your body. And we're going to be going into in the nose, out the mouth breathing so we can discharge. So we don't want to cycle static through our system. So we're going to exhale through the mouth as devotedly as you like. Okay, I'm going to begin. Okay. Right off here, I'm feeling some tension and some busy mind stuff happening that really we need to drop it down into your physical body and down into the root system, closer into your foundational zone. We want to pull the energy down because when it gets stuck up in our heads and it's looping, memories, future projections, worries, things of that nature, it's siphoning energy from other parts of your body system that could be put to better use, right? So we just want to observe that when it's happening through the day, and you can use some of these breathing techniques to breathe into those moments. One breath will help. 2 breaths, 3 breaths. So on these next few activations of the fork and these breaths we're going to take together, we're going to focus on pulling our breath down through the top of the head, the crown, pulling it down into the belly. So this is the upper belly. We're filling it with air and we're exhaling devotedly out the mouth. Now, if you're in a situation where you can make noise, I always recommend making noise. So sigh, shout, moan, whatever feels good, whatever comes out naturally, you're welcome to do this. It will ground you back into your body through the vibrations of the sounds. Yeah, burning in the toes, tingling, all of that stuff, totally normal. So let's keep exploring. We'll see what else we can find. Take a nice deep breath. Good. Another nice inhalation. Good. So keep up with your breathing. Notice what might come up for you if you experience any sensations or tension or tingling. Just notice it, let it pass, it'll shift. These are the things that happen when we start to open the gates of things that might be stagnating a bit. And our body is very, very happy to let things flow. Good. Don't forget your breath. Keep up with the breathing. Don't cheat yourself on the breath. Inhale, holding your breath down through the top of your head, filling the upper belly with air, and exhaling, pushing that exhale down through your root system. Okay, so and when you're sitting in your seat or you're laying reclined, feel into that hip space and that butt space. Okay, what does it feel like? Does it feel disconnected? Do you feel grounded? And I want you to help with the use of your exhale and your breath to pull from the seat, connecting down through your thighs, into your knees, continuing down the legs and into your feet. Okay, so you're doing an amazing job visualizing. We're going to do this together. Pulling the breath and exhaling, connecting the seat to the feet. Keep going. Good. Nice. Great job, guys. Ooh, yeah. Good. Feeling the tingling. On this next breath, we're going to drop our awareness into our feet. Okay. We're going to drop our awareness into our feet and we're going to fill our feet with us. We're going to fill it all the way up with our awareness and just bring our weight, our full weight, just through visualization and awareness into our feet. Okay. We're just going to see what that feels like to really be in that space. Again, if you can't hear the forks, that's totally fine. They're still doing their job regardless. Just focus on your breath and your awareness and being in your feet. Why? Why do we want to do this? Our feet connect to the earth. Our feet carry the energy center. It's a very subtle energy center, but it's called the Earth Star Energy Center, and it's a couple inches beneath your feet. It's responsible for our energetic relationship to the elements in a lot of ways, especially our relationship with the earth specifically. We're constantly, especially, okay, we're constantly when we're barefoot, right? Because we have to get our feet on the earth. We're meant to be exchanging information with the earth at all times, discharging and receiving information. Nice breath. Keep your breath. Exhale down into your feet. Let it pass down into the earth. Oof. You're doing good. Breathe into it. Take a nice deep inhale. Good. Whew. Some of you may be feeling like you need to make noise or you need to move. I can feel there's this pressure that's kind of building up in my chest as I'm connecting into this collective field. For anyone who might be joining for the first time, the reason this works is because we are all part of a unified field. We are all connected in this unified field. And through intention, will alone, we're able to meet in this way in a very profound way. Nice inhale. Exhale. Let the exhale exit through your feet and give it to the earth. Good. Okay. Maybe you need to stretch your jaw. Maybe the tension, for me, it's coming up into my jaw, and I feel like I need to stick my tongue out. So feel free to embody your inner Kali and just a lion's breath, tongue out, exhale out of your mouth. If this is you carrying this tension, inhale in through the nose, exhale. Just let it go. Okay, good. Check in with how your root system is feeling now that we've brought our awareness and filled the space of our feet and really connected our seat to our feet through those breaths. And just check in with how you're feeling. Do you feel supported? Is a good question to ask yourself. You might notice you feel like you need a massage. Maybe you've got some tension happening in the psoas region, wrapping from your sacrum space or sacroiliac, wrapping around the hip toward the front. It's this pretty massive muscle system, and when we can be stressed out or overworked or doing things outside of our energy type, a lot of stress can build into these butt muscles. If that's you, I want to remind you that this is really, it's tied into your nervous system as well. So if there are ways in your life that you're performing from a place of inauthenticity, meaning you're performing because you feel you have to for whatever reason, or you're performing because you think that it's the only way to receive love, appreciation, confidence. If you just did more, then someone would see you or notice you. But what that does is it burns us out energetically, and it only does us harm. So we can work to cultivate acceptance of our own personal limitations, as hard and scary as that might feel for some of us. Allow it to release. There is also caretaker energy that can live in the hips or off the hips in the field. So just be aware of that and recognize how you feel when you answer yes or no questions, and maybe consider other ways of performing, because we all have to perform, right? We can't stop performing, but we can develop new boundaries, uh, which boundaries are super tied into the sacral zone for that chakra. And so this is saying to me, maybe some of us need to meditate on where our boundaries are. If we have them, what do they look like? And if we don't have them, are we okay with experimenting with putting some in place? Because if we live without them, then it can ultimately end up doing us a bit of harm. So, okay, nice deep breath. Exhale out of your mouth. Release. Boundaries are scary. I understand. Whew. Okay. Good. Now, you know, we only have an hour together every month for the Dreaming Temple sessions, but you guys can always comment on the video if you don't know how to reach me directly. You can email me. I probably have my email on my YouTube. Or other ways, if we're connected, you can always reach out. If you have questions come up that aren't being answered, feel free to reach out. So what I think will really help us is a nice guided meditation tonight. So you can revert to in the nose, out the nose breathing if that feels good for you. If you prefer exhaling out of your mouth, then that's lovely. Keep going. This is going to be a central channel meditation. Imagine, if you can, an orb of light hovering underneath your feet. If it appears tucked between your ankles, you can use your imagination to gently coax it to its natural home, which is about 8 inches beneath your feet. This little ball of energy is your Earth Star energy center. And it is the negative terminal of your body's battery. In your mind's eye, watch as a connection between the orb and the center of the earth begins to develop. Allow yourself to relax as you inhale. And as you exhale, you enter into a more deeply grounded state. Now feel as the orb begins drawing electrons up from the earth. See them gliding upward in a coherent column of light. In your mind's eye, see and feel a bright light spiraling upward to and through the central channel of your body. If you notice a blockage or restriction of flow, simply bring your awareness and breath into that area and watch as it opens. Anything attached to a blockage, any heavy energy or old story, just allow it to release. If it resists, surrender to it. With an exhale, imagine it filtering down the central channel, through the Earth star, and into the Earth. As the central channel opens, feel the electrons continue to spiral up the central channel to and through the crown at the top of your head. Exiting the body like a whale spout, spilling out to the edge of the field in all directions, flowing through the entire double layer membrane of your biofield, energizing while strengthening it. So let's take a moment to feel this unrestricted flow of energy. Go ahead and inhale and exhale. Now I invite you to bring your awareness to the orb of energy above your head. Meet your sun star energy center. Notice how simply bringing your awareness to it activates it. The sun star energy center is the positive terminal of your body's battery. It is continually gathering energy from the sun. If it feels kind of tucked in close to your head, simply allow this orb to rise up and return to its naturally home. It's generally about 8 inches above your head. This orb also draws energy to itself. It gathers energy from the sun and then shuttles coherent light energy through your crown and downward through the central channel. So imagine this energy flowing through the midline of your body. Any place that feels blocked, simply invite your awareness and breathe to gently open the flow. Allow anything feeling blocked to float up and away. Give them to the universe. Feel the central channel opening and the energy from the sun spiraling downward to and through the Earth star and out to the edge of the field, illuminating the entire double layer membrane of your biofield or aura. The flow of our breath is directly connected to this flow of energy in the central channel. Inhale and imagine drawing energy up from the earth through the central channel. And exhale up and out your crown. And with your next breath, try to bring the energy down from above through your central channel. Exhaling and discharging into the earth. Your breath can act like a great bellows, stoking the flow of energy in the central channel and throughout your auric field. Maintaining your centered alignment, a neutral posture, you become open and available to the present moment. So let's take a moment to experience that bi-directional current, that flow of delicious energy freely coursing through your central channel, connecting the Earth star and the Sun star. Feel the stabilizing, energizing effect that this has on your body and your biofield. You may notice color, different types of light. Some of us may be able to tune into that bidirectional current, one spiraling upward and the other spiraling downward constantly. Good. check in and ask yourself what you're noticing while we're activating these forks. What's coming up in your body? What's presenting for you? What seems to be the most dominant thing to present? And just notice it. Oh. Okay, I want you to go back to in the nose, out the mouth breathing if you aren't. And I want you to just really dedicate yourself to this one. Oh, good. One more time. Good. Nice. It's really starting to brighten. Whatever you're doing is working. Keep doing that. Nice inhale, exhale. Going to switch forks to my 174 hertz. Oh boy. Journaling is a good idea after the session. If you have a moment before bed, maybe just get it all out. Some of you are very heart heavy right now, and there's a little bit of a nervous energy and some kind of, some of you may be experiencing a little bit of vocal apprehension about it. Being honest about why you're feeling this way. And it's okay. That's normal. That's okay. You can work through it. It's not the end of the world. The world will not fall apart if you speak truth. It won't. It will not turn into the matrix and become binary code. You will survive. It might be scary, but you'll survive. Good. Nice. And you'll be better for it. We all will. If we can be honest with ourselves and those around us, if we can speak freely, we can scare all the things that don't need to be there anyway and embrace all the things that want to be there for us. Follow the muse. Listen to her song. Receive your inspiration. Okay, good. If you're feeling heavy in your chest, I want you to just put a hand over your energetic heart. Not really so much your physical heart. You can do that too, but put your hand over the center of your chest and sense into that space. For women and, well, for women and men, because we both have nipples, it's going to be like the center of your chest between your nipples. Okay. So not over the thymus up here. We're trying to get in that heart space. Maybe you can already tell that something feels a little bit stagnant or bizarre, and you want to just like physically rub that space or tap it with your fingertips or smooth it, whatever feels right for you right now, then go ahead and do that. If you know, if you're feeling really heavy and kind of locked up, just go ahead and put your hand there. Take some breaths. And there's deep sorrow. There's some stuff that boundaries can't even protect us from. And it's a part of our experience. It's a part of the beauty of being human in this realm. You know, sometimes it's a harsh realm, sometimes it's a confusing realm, but each one of us here is a bringer of light. What we're doing is we're cultivating more light. Through our deep awareness, we are cultivating a brighter light within ourselves so we can shine more brightly, so we can feel more empowered, more grounded, feel more love for ourselves so that we can radiate that outward. And then we don't fall for so much of the other stuff that tends to try and trip us up. So we can focus on these things that are really important and really matter to us in our lives. And sometimes there's deep sorrow that can exist that's very heavy. And, you know, time, kairos, we might be able to find the right moment. But don't be afraid to sit with and process your sorrow. And don't think that you're the only one experiencing it, because we're all here together and we're all experiencing all of these things simultaneously together. Nice deep breath. Inhale in through your nose. Exhale, release it to the earth. If you feel like singing, then I invite you to sing, and just whatever note, whatever tone, whatever sound comes out of you. You could sigh if it feels easier and less scary, but I think it'd be really beautiful if we could all make a sound together on this next one. So let's inhale and exhale your sound. If that feels good, then you can continue. If you need to shake, move your shoulders, wiggle, stretch. Whew, I'm sweating. It is not hot, but darn it, tuning forks make it 5 degrees at least hotter. Good. Nice. Okay. Strong work, guys. Whatever you're doing, just keep it going. Find your rhythm. Rhythm is a dancer, after all. And you have your own. So let it breathe through you. Good. Okay. If you're feeling stressed out, then I invite you to recalibrate yourself by putting a hand on your forehead and another hand on your heart. It'll really anchor you into the magnet of the heart, and you're affecting the nervous system whenever you're putting your hands on your head. You can do this in a few different ways, but as long as your hands are on your head, the polarity and magnetics of your hands affect the polarity and magnetics of your face and head. And when done correctly, will relax your nervous system. It'll relax that psoas butt muscle too, okay? So we want to soothe the nervous system. If you're experiencing chronic stress or situations that feel beyond your control in life, these are the types of tools that give you back that control. We have power and we have magic. We have to learn how to use it so that we can pull the tools out of our tool belt when we need them, right? Okay, good. Nice. We're really brightening the tone of the fork. So we've got grit, but you know what? Integration will help for our body and our system and our biofield to just process anything residual. It's going to continue processing for the next 72 hours, which is why it's so important for us to remember that we are in process. And that sometimes things can come up that have nothing to do with where you are in your life now, who you are now, but it's like files in a computer. They're old files of information that just decide to pop up. And if we're not aware enough of what we're experiencing, they can throw us and we think like we are that person again. We are experiencing that story again. You're not. This is old information processing. So I want to remind you guys of that while we go into integration. If your eyes are closed, you can flutter them open. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Check in with yourself and see how you're feeling. Remember, you asked yourself at the beginning of the session how you're feeling and what you noticed. So, how do you feel different now from when we started to this point? Good. I also want to remind you guys to drink lots of water after these sessions and to remineralize your water if you can. Get some decent salt and put it in there. I prefer not to use that pink Himalaya stuff, and I like Redmond's, but not to be a commercial for it. It's just a high quality salt. But yeah, you can do salt scrubs in the bath or shower. You can put it in your water and drink it. But very important to be hydrated. You're also always welcome, guys, to, if something comes up for you, you can leave a comment, ask me questions anytime. I love interacting with you and I love feeling useful. So let me use whatever from my life experience to support you if I can. Right? Okay. The tight ass thing. You know what I mean? It manifests physically. And I do believe that, I shouldn't say believe, but it's been shown to me that energy and the body can only do so much to get your attention and kind of beg for acknowledgement, to notice what's happening, right? Before it becomes a crazy pattern and things start getting blocked all over the place, and your actual battery is not optimized, and then illness presents, or injury even. And it seems weird to say that, but I've seen it a lot, that these patterns that we develop can actually cause other types of injuries to happen seemingly to us. And they very conveniently live in these zones related to the pattern. So, something to think about. And you're welcome to let me know. Yeah, Lisa, I see. Yeah, we'll chat. And for now, I'm going to unleash you all into the wild of the wilderness. And if you're up for hanging out after and listening to some chill music, I think Teddy's going to be going live. I think he usually goes live around, what is it, Teddy? Is it 7:06? So we went a little overtime tonight. Thank you for giving me a few extra minutes of your time. And I will see you maybe Wednesday for the chat with Ryan 7, or I'll see you next month for the next Dreaming Temple, or I'll see you for the Witches Symposium on the 27th of this month. A bunch of us will be getting together for that, and it'll be a really good time. So just keep your eyes peeled, and thank you. And so much love to all of you. And I will talk to you soon.